Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programas offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
برنامه‌های ما شامل زبان‌های بسیاری است. از این وبسایت دیدن فرمایید suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Normally, a baby hippopotamus is reared by his or her mother for 4 years. Since Owen was an orphan and a 1-year-old when he met Mzee, he spent almost 3 years learning about life from the elderly tortoise. Please continue watching to find out more.
Jambo, that's hello in Swahili. Happy Valentine's Day, fun-loving viewers. I'm Fadili, a vegan hippopotamus from the Masai Mara Reserve in southwestern Kenya. The animals and the people of my country wish you abundant blessings from heaven throughout your life. Welcome to our show entitled Exceptional Friendships Between Different Species. If I were to ask you to think of a close friend, who would come to mind? Is that person your age? Did you both attend the same school? Do you share similarities in terms of nationality or religion? Surely you two have things in common. Otherwise, you wouldn't be close friends, right? Well, humans can be kind of complicated and may think they need those kinds of apparent similarities to feel an affinity with another person. Animals, on the other hand, are simpler. There are fewer mental constructs getting in the way, so it is often easier for us to perceive the universal thread of love that connects all beings. God's compassion and kindness know no boundaries and disregard outer appearances. Today, we will showcase several unusual relationships between animals that are very different from each other. In 2004, a massive earthquake beneath the Indian Ocean caused tsunamis that devastated the surrounding coast. The high waters swept a hippopotamus family in Kenya down a river and into the ocean. The only survivor, a baby, ended up on a reef off the Kenyan coastline. Volunteers were eventually able to rescue the orphan. They named him Owen and arranged for him to be transported to Halapak, a Kenyan wildlife sanctuary. Owen was put in an enclosure that contained an Aldabra giant tortoise known as Mzee. The name means old man in Swahili and is quite appropriate because Mzee was 130 years old at the time. Baby Owen was immediately attracted to the tortoise, who was large, round, and a similar color to himself. At first, Mzee wasn't interested in making friends and hissed at Owen to keep him away, but the hippo was persistent. It seemed that Owen wanted Mzee to be his surrogate mom, and eventually the tortoise agreed. The two began sharing food, swimming, and sleeping together, and sometimes Mzee would stretch out his neck so Owen could lick it. If anyone got too close to Mzee, the hippo will try to protect him. Normally, a baby hippopotamus is reared by his or her mother for 4 years. Since Owen was an orphan and a 1-year-old when he met Nze, he spent almost 3 years learning about life from the elderly tortoise. The result was that Owen didn't know how to act like a hippo. He preferred eating the leaves and carrots that were given to Nze instead of grazing on grass. He enjoyed sleeping with Nze at night, whereas most hippos sleep underwater during the day. Even if he heard a hippo call, he would not respond to it. The sanctuary staff realized that the bond between Owen and Nze needed to be gradually dissolved, especially since the hippo was growing fast and Nze was fragile in his old age. A young female hippo was brought in to distract Owen from the tortoise. The strategy was successful, and soon Nze was living by himself again. Although it was kind of sad for this special relationship to come to an end, God's loving arrangement for the hippo's upbringing had served its purpose. The non-profit Wildlife Friends Foundation, Thailand, WFFT, in Tamarok, Thailand, rescues domesticated or captive wild animals, rehabilitates them, and gives them a safe home at its center that includes a wildlife hospital. If possible, WFFT will release an animal back into the wild. WFFT also operates an elephant refuge to save mistreated pachyderms. In 2013, Leonardo, the African spurred tortoise, was saved from a Bangkok zoo after it closed its doors. The WFFT Rescue Center welcomed him. 3 years later, Simon, a domestic bull, just 6 months old at the time, was taken in by the WFFT after he lost part of his leg. The two ended up in the same field and became fast friends. They spend a lot of time with each other and share meals. A very cute pair. Supreme Master Shinhai gratefully presents the Shining World Compassion Award to Wildlife Friends Foundation Thailand plus $25,000 as a token of love for safeguarding vulnerable wildlife. May the Buddha always protect and bless you.
Supreme Master Ching Hai is deeply grateful to the beloved God for all the financial help, comfort, and support to the afflicted and needy, and or any good cause over the years, as a humble vessel for His compassion and love toward His precious children.
It warms my heart to see how love knows no boundaries and can conquer all. When people are first born, it is said that they are more in touch with their souls. They are not distracted by outer appearances and can easily connect with others. As humans grow older and their lives become more complex, this capability unfortunately fades away. Supreme Master Shinhai has commented on this phenomenon.
The moment you're born, you will have to forget some of what you know about your past life, about God, about your status, spiritual status, or your good quality. You forget until 2, 3, 4 years old. You might remember some, but after that you forget. Rarely you can remember until 8, 9 years. You might remember in dreams. But this is the law of karma that makes you forget. The curtain is drawn in front of you.
Let's pause here for a brief intermission and a positive message. We'll be right back, so please stay with us here on Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to our show entitled Exceptional Friendships Between Different Species. In 2012, a piglet named Laura and a kitten named Marina met each other at El Santuario Igualdad Interspecies Equality Sanctuary, a refuge for farm animals in Santiago, Chile, that was founded by two vegan animal advocates, Ariel Maluenda and Marisol de la Reguera. Laura had been born to a meat industry breeder pig and thankfully was saved by some activists. Marina had been abandoned on the streets and was in poor health when a kind stranger brought her to the sanctuary. The piglet was scared and trembling when she first arrived. Somehow, catching sight of the kitten immediately put her at ease. We can only wonder what the two orphans said to each other telepathically. They accepted each other as bosom buddies, reminding us that outer appearances simply don't matter when there is a mutual affinity. Later, the number of friends grew, with Pepe joining the fun. Pepe the parrot was found on the road in Santiago and was not in good condition as he had lost his way and no one was caring for him. Those who discovered him described the parrot as stressed and depressed. He was taken to the Interspecies Equality Sanctuary and has become good pals with Laura, Marina, and others. Supreme Master Xinhai thankfully presents the Shining World Compassion Awards to El Santuario Igualdad Interspecies Equality Sanctuary, plus a token $15,000 of support for your place of love that aids abandoned and abused farm animals. May God forever look after you and the sweet animal residents.
Supreme Master Xinhai is deeply grateful to the beloved God for all the financial help, comfort and support to the afflicted and needy and or any good cause over the years as a humble vessel for his compassion and love towards his precious children.
The next story rather reminds me of a fairy tale. It is set in a Norwegian forest and comes to us from a photographer named Torger Berg. One day in 2013, Mr. Berg and his German shepherd companion Tini were taking a walk through the woods near their home. They came across an amiable red fox who Mr. Berg named Sniffer. Amazingly, the domesticated dog and the white fox took a liking to each other. Fortunately, Mr. Berg had his camera with him and began documenting the new and playful relationship. Return trips to the forest allowed Tini and Sniffer to explore together, chase one another, and simply revel in their companionship. Mr. Berg's personal experience of the animals' closeness opened his eyes to the needs and the rights of all animals. He changed his views and began to speak out against the Norwegian fox fur industry. The photographer even donated part of his profits from his children's book about the pair, Sniffer and Tini, a true tale of amazing animal friendship, to his anti-fur initiative. The government of Norway now has plans to dismantle and ban all fur farms by 2025. Well, it's time for me to go now as I have a nice mud bath waiting. I hope you have gained some insights into the lives of animals and been inspired. Sniffer and Tinny, a true tale of amazing animal friendship, is available at barnesandnoble.com and amazon.com. For more information about the following animal rescue organizations, please visit these websites: Interspecies Equality Sanctuary, sanctuarioigualdad.org, Wildlife Friends Foundation Thailand, wfft.org. Heavenly viewers, thank you for joining us for our show today. Coming up next is The World is Nothing But an Illusion, part 1 of 4 on Between Master and Disciples, right after Noteworthy News. May God's love put a smile on your face and a twinkle in your eye.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/AW.